Oh, hi there, and welcome back to Minecraft. We're here on the island, and we're almost ready to open the server up to you guys. So if you've been watching this series for a while, you'll know that over the last couple of months, myself and the build team have been working around the clock to build this awesome adventure map. It's the island, and it is jam-packed full of all sorts of cool stuff. Week by week, we've added more and more stuff, and there's now all sorts of mini-games, puzzles, things to explore, places to, or secrets to uncover, you name it, it's all there, and there's so much to see and do. And as I say, it's almost ready to open. We've got a few finishing touches to do first, but, well, let's not waste any time. Let's get straight on with it. So I've been going back and forward in my head whether or not to enable keep inventory. And there's a reason for that. I mean, part of me wants to have it. It's nice for players not to have to lose their stuff if they die, so that they don't have to worry about getting everything back. And it's sort of a way to prevent people from going out and purposely trying to trap each other or kill each other just for their loot. But on the other hand, there's a lot of stuff that I kind of want people to work up towards. And it wouldn't be so easy if they get to keep it once they die. So sometimes it's probably beneficial to actually let people lose their items. For that reason, I decided to turn it off. And to compensate for it, we've put ender chests all over the place. And they're in every shop. They're in random places around the world, on different street corners, etc. So you can keep your loot nice and safe and go from there. If we decide to later on, we might change our minds and put it back on. But I mean, we'll have to wait and see. So speaking of shops, we have got quite a few different shops around the map. Now, our last count, I think there was 87 different shops, so lots and lots of stuff for you to go and buy. And this one in particular is, well, we've got green groceries here, so we've got some sweet berries for sale, we've got some beetroot, we've got some apples for sale, all of which are for 1 gold. So if we were to, all we have to do is click the button, and we can see we've got gold in the inventory at 56. If we do that, we've got 55, and now we've got 64 beetroot. So nice and easy, that's how the shops work. You just need to decide what you want to buy, and obviously click the relevant button. Keep all your stuff in your inventory, in your ender chest, because that's where it's safe. And speaking of currencies, there's 3 different types of currency. We've got gold, which is worth the least. Then we've got emeralds, which is worth slightly more than gold. And we've got diamonds, which is worth more than emeralds. So obviously, depending on what you want to buy, some things have a greater value than others. And you'll have to obviously use a more expensive piece of currency to buy it. Now, I said there's 3. There's actually technically 4 types of currency. Although the 4th one is more of it's a side quest of one of the games, so we will let you discover that for yourself. But there's a few different places where you can get it, and places where you can spend it, and it can turn it into the other currencies. And if you're new to the series, you may be wondering where you get the currencies from. So there's various mini-games all around the map. Now this one is a parkour. This is actually where you spawn just there. And I've jumped into adventure mode to show you how it works, because, I mean, to be honest, I'm absolutely rubbish at parkour, so I don't know why I'm picking this one to show. But this was the first one that's built, so we'll focus on that. There is a jump 2 boost here. It was jump 1. I've actually just switched it to jump 2 because I'm actually, like I say, awful at parkour. But all you need to do is just get from one place to the other, get to the top, and then you get your prize. And then once you get your prize, you can then spend that on whatever else you want. And I'm just showing you that, like I say, I am awful at this sort of thing. But if I can do it, you can do it. And I'm hoping I can't do it. So anyway, what you would do is you would come all the way to the top, beat the game, and then you'd be better than me. Then you would need to come collect your prize, which is here. Congratulations, prize within. Fantastic, thank you. So if you watch my currency in my inventory, we've just got some extra gold. I think that gave us 5? Yeah, maybe 5. I can't remember now. But yeah, it's got extra gold, which means we can go spend on lots of cool stuff. This is actually a very easy one to do. I'm just awful, but I'd love to see everyone else have a go and smash it and make me look really bad. And just to give you an idea of the size of the island and the scale of the build, here is a top-down view of the map. Now, as you can see, we've actually used up all the available space on the island itself. We've actually gone ahead and built a little bit out as well. So if you see this jungle area down the bottom left here, none of that existed. We created that island ourselves. We've got some docks at the top right corner. They've all been added as well and expanded into the sea. Because of that, obviously, we've got, like I say, no more space on the island. We have got more plans for this build. So we're going to do some stuff underground. We're going to do some stuff off the coast, and got a few other ideas, which you'll see in due course. So speaking about expanding the land out, we've just got back from a 5-hour live stream on Discord where myself and Emmerich have spent a lot of time working on the land underneath this pier. As you can see, I mean, if you look down this side, that's all the sea level where it once stood. And obviously it still does over there, but we've been working on expanding the little cliffs around here so that it's actually got somewhere for it all to sit on. It looks a lot better. It's not finished. It's work in progress. We've still got a few things we want to do, and you can see the back wall over there near the land, near obviously the buildings. That's just natural generation. We haven't done that, but we'll look at adding some stuff over there at some point too. So in the last video, I went through a list of things that we wanted to complete before Phase 2 was finished. So let's just go through each of those individually and explain where we're up to. Well, first of all, we wanted to finish all the land buildings. So that basically means all the buildings are on top of the land. And as you can see, we have now gone and done that. So everything is done. All these ones up here that were waiting to be done have been finished. These ones over here, all these ones around here. Everything is now complete. So that was the first thing. Second thing we wanted to do was obviously focus underneath the water at sort of these bits where we're just big flat piece of land, nothing there. That has now been completed. We now have hills and cliffs and stuff, so that there's stuff underneath it. Interesting note, there is actually, these are hollow, because, well, it's easier to make them. There is a way in somewhere. So these are all hollow, and we will probably be using this space in Phase 3. Not going to say what that's going to be for, but it's not going to go wasted. So we've got lots of these spaces all around the island now where we've been making all the extra land. So yeah, look out for that. We also wanted to complete all the shops on the server, and that is now done. There is a chance, however, that we may change the way the shops work in the future, purely because there's a few little slight issues with it. Nothing too bad, but there's better ways of making it work. So we may look at that in the future, but that will only result in the shops being better and the item purchasing systems being much easier to use. And then, of course, we wanted to give it a good testing. So we've done that, again, in the form of a live stream via Discord. We got a few people together. We all jumped on and had a bit of a play. We tested the games, made sure that they were achievable. You could actually win, and the games actually resulted in giving the prizes that were supposed to be given. We tested the shops that made sure they worked, and the economy all made sense, and things weren't too expensive or too poor or cheap for each other. So that's all done, and everything seems to be working fine. There was a few little issues, a few little bugs that we picked up, and they have been rectified. And then the final thing we wanted to work on was the run, and it's come on a long way. It's not completely finished, but as you can see, we've got quite a lot of the decoration in. There's a few bits moving forward later on that we haven't done. So you can see these lovely little sort of galleries here. So these, you don't go into them. You can they're just sort of people cheering on the players as they run through, and obviously just try and beat the clock. So you just come through, and we'll just go through what's been done already. So come up here. I think that's missing a storeroom there, which we can add in, no problem. We've got some guys spawning over here to scare you, but they're not going to do much. This part is pretty much done. We've got all this side over here. Moving around, all of this is complete. It is quite long. There is, I swear, there is stuff that hasn't been done. This has been done. That's been done. This section we've now completed, and I've put a bed there just so that people can respawn if they do that, to be honest, because not everyone's a pro like me. And then pop, and then like so. So that's all complete, and then people need to come up here and up there, and then they'll want to come down here. Follow this around, avoid the lava at all costs, come down here, avoid this lava, and come up here. Now, you've got to go for a swim, so you need to make sure you've got enough breath to do that, but it's not a very long one, so all you need to do is come up to this spot, and then we start coming down here. This section all needs filling in and decorating. That's not going to take long to do, so it's up here, and down these. That's not a massive problem. Add in this so that we make it a little bit more difficult, because if you're playing against other people, you might, well, those few seconds can make the difference. Come around here, this is all sort of decorated, so this is pretty much ready, this section, and then you'd come back up here. This part needs some work, which isn't a massive part, but the ravine, obviously, the player just needs to traverse all the way along the ravine and try not to fall into the lava and such. But that shouldn't take too long to do. Then we come up here and we want to join this staircase or this ladder and get up here nice and safe and follow it round here. Again, this part all needs to be done, which again won't take long. Then we've got this. I'm probably going to fail that. There we go. So you got a split second jump and then you're done. Shady cave. Oh, whoops. That needs to be filled in. Won't take long to do. And you come around here and jump over the ravine. So that's the ravine we came before. This all still needs some work, but again, not going to take long. Down. Oh, whoops, up here, up here, up here. Got a button there, so if you press that, that will drop down this part here. So if you've got someone behind you, it can just buy you that extra time, but at the same time, it also removes a block here. So if someone's in front of you, that might slow them down. So those little things might come in handy if you know when to click them. This part's all done. Come around here, this part's been added in, that's ready to go, and you can see the other bits down there as well. And then we snoop around here. We've covered this in the last video, but we've got some bits there that opens doors and blocks other people. Come up here, which is finished, and finally come to this button. Now there's barrier blocks in both spaces to stop people coming in, and the only way out is by pressing that button, and we will get 5 gold, and then get out. Hi, villager. So yeah, not much to do there. And that stuff shouldn't take too long at all to finish. In actual fact, by the time this video comes out, it will be finished. And also, the server will be open. So what does that mean, and how do you join? Well, first of all, it means that the server is officially open at the time of this video coming out, which means you can jump on anytime you want and play along. How do you join? Easy. If you haven't already, join the Discord server in the link in the description below. If you're not in that Discord server, you will not be able to join. Once you're in there, have a chat with people, make some friends, get to know some people. Once you are high enough level, a new channel will open up, which will give you the IP address and allow you to enter your in-game name. This is for Java players only. Once you've done that, allow a little bit of time. Let one of the moderators whitelist you, and then you're free to go and just go crazy. This is obviously the state it's at the moment, phase 2. We have got lots more planned. There will be lots of things coming in phase 3 and beyond. So bear with us as we work around that, but you'll be able to watch us do it along the time. So, unfortunately, that's all we got time for today. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a big like and a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. And obviously tell your friends about it too, because if you like it, there's a good chance they will too. But as always, I've been Ski Gamer. You've been awesome, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.